Right, guys, Nick here with CPF Boxing. Do a couple of videos this week. This is the first. Fabio Wardley is potentially about to be matched up with Joseph Parker. So I heard about this a couple of days ago. Someone sent me it saying this would be a good fight. The person that sent me it, good mate Phil, he said that he thought. I do actually have friends, by the way. I'm not making these people up, like my imaginary friend. No, but his knowledge is better than mine. I have a pretty good knowledge of it. He has a very good knowledge of it. He goes back a few years more. He says this will be a good fight, but I think Joseph Parker will outbox and outfox Fabio Wardley. Yeah, do you know what? Like initially, I was looking at potential opponents for Joseph Parker next. So Usyk, that's going in the not fucking happening category along with Joshua Fury. I hope I'm wrong on that with Joshua Fury, but he's not happening for the moment. Let's forget about it. The Usyk thing is injured. He was filmed dancing in a nightclub or whatever, but that's been commented on. We've had a quick chat about that. We can stop talking about it. It's not that huge news, really. The main argument there was, does he have the right to do that and hold the division, whatever, because it's him? Maybe he does. I don't know. So Fabio Wardley, 19-0-1. Fabio Wardley's knockout ratio is 94%. He's done 72 rounds of boxing. Joseph Parker's done 252 rounds of boxing. So we already knew he was much more experienced. His knockout ratio is 66%. But you have to bear in mind, Parker's had 36 fights. Wardley's had 19. Wardley's got 1 draw. Parker's got 3 losses and 1 of them by knockout or so. Going from BoxRec, Joseph Parker's only been knocked out once. Technically, Joseph Parker, to me, again, let me know if I'm wrong. I will be. Obviously, there'll be die-hard boxing fans that will watch boxing different as me. There'll be pros. Obviously, I've trained a little bit on and off, but in no way am I anywhere near someone that trains a lot or pro. So let me know if I'm wrong, why I'm wrong. Try and play nice, sir. Try and play nice. He seems like the best technical boxer out of the two. I would say Parker's the best boxer. Experience-wise, he's got much more experience. His resume, he's had bigger tests. He's fought Gilles Jean, Wardley hasn't. He's fought Martin Bakole, Wardley hasn't. He's fought Deontay Wilder, Wardley hasn't. Then he's got some names like Simon Keane, Fasia Opeo, Massey Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, Derek Chisora. He's fought a few names that Wardley hasn't. So you have to ask. I'm gonna ask the father time question about Parker because he's not an old guy. He's like 33 actually. Do you know what? I actually thought he was older than that. I've just checked he's 33, so I'm not even going to mention father time. Father time will put that notion away for now. We got that out for Usyk, who's pushing 40, understandable. Parker, I thought he was older for some reason. He's 33, so do you know what? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's not talk about the age. He has bulked up recently. He's shown he has knockout power, but in his last outing against Martin Bakole, he was fighting Martin Bakole, who, although still formidable, literally taking the fight last minute, and his belly was bursting out of those tight jeans he was wearing. There must be designer jeans or something. I don't know what the situation with that. If you're that big a dude, I don't know what tight jeans. Or at least trying to slim down to fit into them. I don't wear skinny jeans so about chicken legs, but you know, if you could pull it off, great, but I don't know if you could. He's knocked out Martin Bakole, so that was going into that fight. People were saying, oh, Martin Bakole, he's the boogeyman. More people were saying to me, to be honest, that Martin Bakole would probably knock Joseph Parker out. I thought he was a dangerous fight at that time, and he proved us wrong. He's fought quite often in the UK, so he is sort of like an adopted Brit. So would it do the numbers? Yeah, I think it would. I really think there'd be a lot of interest generated in it. Am I excited when I was informed about the likelihood of this fight's happening? Because it does sound like it's going to happen now. I was actually really excited. Do you know what? Because at first I thought the Dubois fight would have been cool. Obviously, the Usyk fight would have been cool, but I've accepted that's not happening now. And I thought, do you know what, Nick? Don't be spoiled. This is a really good fight. I think it's a really good, exciting fight. And I don't think it's as simple as saying Parker will outbox Wardley. Because, okay, Justice Hooney outboxed Wardley, but look what happened. When you've got that option in your toolbox and you can hit someone clean, Wardley will knock out anyone in the world probably in boxing with his most powerful shot. He's in that category of puncher that has ridiculous power. Deontay Wilder had it. Does he still have it? It remains to be seen. He has it. Anthony Joshua, if you listen to what some people say, is in that bracket as well. Daniel Dubois obviously has that explosive power as well. That's obvious. Despite him losing to Usyk, he's stuck. As far as that goes, he's still, whatever you say about his mindset, he's still an explosive puncher. He's a strong, big, physical, strong, strapping lad. Like they all are. You know, these heavyweight boxers. They're all dangerous. He's got that in his locker. He must be one of the hardest hitters in the division. we'll see how that develops in the next 2 or 3 years and who he faces. But I've got a feeling people are going to be saying he's punched the hardest out of the people that I fought. Chisora, Usyk said he's the hardest puncher I fought. I think it's a really good fight. If I was to pick a favourite now, I'd say Parker 60-40. It's not as, to me, it's not like Parker's going to outbox him. Parker's got more tools, but Wardley will have learned from his last fight. I can't just rely on my power just as soon he outboxed me. I don't think there's any such thing as a lucky shot. Everything's thrown with intent. He had to throw the shot and hit who? He had to hit another professional athlete who was a very good boxer. I don't think it's a lucky shot. He hit him. He knocked him out. He moves on to Joseph Parker now by the looks of it. I think it's a really exciting fight. Actually, do you know what? The other fights aren't going to happen. I'd love it if this one got signed. Just bear with me a second because I need to see where. Okay, so October the 20th. I fucking love this time of year anyway. Halloween's coming up. I love Halloween, not just because I look like Sasquatch or Lurch from the Addams Family. I love Halloween. On Fire Night, I could give and take. Christmas, I fucking love Christmas. I used to hate Christmas, but I was a miserable cunt and I didn't have a good life and I was lonely. When you have a good life and you have people around you and all that, you love Christmas and it's great. And seeing other people enjoy Christmas, you get old and you get soft and all that stuff. I think Christmas fucking is. If this is going to be one of the fights on the lead up to Halloween, Christmas, that time of year, I'm all on board, actually. Fuck it. He's not fighting you guys. He's fighting Joseph Parker by the looks of it. This will be the O2 on October the 25th. So Wardley is the WBA interim champ, while Parker's the WBO interim champion. This actually, the more you look at it, it's going to be a really cool fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight. Usyk's out of the picture for now. If he retired, no one would hold it against him. I want a good undercard though. Do you know what? If it's Parker Wardley, I want a good undercard. I know we've been spoiled in the past few years. And initially, when I heard about this, I was like, oh, I'd preferred this, I'd preferred that. I'm accepting this now, actually. I think it'd be fucking awesome. It will be exciting. The main X factor for Wardley is his punching power, but, you know, he won't just be focusing on developing his punching power. I'm sure he's looked at his fight. He'll look at what he can develop and, you know, just in general, there'll be, I'm sure there's a development plan, periodized training, but the boxing equivalent, I don't know. So he's going to get better. He's not going to get worse, obviously. And he's looked great anyway. You can't just as soon as he was getting outboxed, he still won, and he won in devastating fashion. And he provided an oh shit moment. And when we get those in boxing, we love it. We love those shit moments where your jaw drops. You're like, fuck me. For me, that was a bit like Usyk Dubois. When Usyk dropped Dubois, I was like, when Wardley did knock out Huni, you know, and then if you go back historically, there's loads of moments. We like those oh shit moments, and they happen a lot in the heavyweight division because if any heavyweight touches you, whether you're one of the bigger guys or like a smaller guy like Kevin Loreda, you can hurt someone, knock someone out. So keep an eye on this. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm on board with this fight. I think it'd be really cool. Give us the undercard. Don't have to all be killer. There'll probably be a bit of filler, but just give us like the co-main. You know, the last 3 fights. Give us some spicy matchups. Maybe this is a card you could put some of the heavyweight fights on that are waiting to be announced, like Jamie TKV versus Fraser Clark. Anyway, we'll get to that bridge. Initially, thoughts on Wardley versus Parker. Parker versus Wardley. Parker would go first, wouldn't he, if you've been official about it. Really exciting. Thanks for watching as usual. Hope you've had a good week. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend. We're nearly there. Hang in there. If you like football as well, there's been some cool football stuff going on. The transfer windows just show. Obviously, this is a boxing channel, but there's like sports. It's great, isn't it? It's great. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm going to see what's on. I know UFC, there's a big card on there, but with UFC, again, my interest is waning a bit anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Like a Parker Wardley, whatever. Yeah, if that gets set in concrete, set in stone, that will be a brilliant match. And that's one we can put on our calendars, start arranging a night out or whatever, get the lads round, or the lasses or whoever. Go out, you know, it'll be a big night. It'll be a big one. It'd be a big one. I think that will pique everyone's interest, especially with them both holding interim belts. And Parker, we all want to see, whoever he was announced against, he'd get eyes on him. We all want to see him fight. Anyway, Nick with CPF Boxing. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.